started yet?
Not yet. I think someone had left the lobby, but they're back now.
Okay.
So just going to quickly just posting the link, the stream around. So we are now live. So don't. I don't know what you do, but yeah.
Mega's just posted in the chat. He hasn't joined the base yet.
Did he say that he wasn't joining?
Yeah, we said.
I think someone did leave because Jamie Bear joined, so I don't know if there might be another one.
Someone left.
There.
Hamilton.
Oh, it's Hamilton, yeah. So we got 10. That could literally be the grid tonight. It's not the worst, it's not the best, but who knows? Sometimes lower, smaller grids give better races.
It's fine.
And one of my best races I've ever had on any F1 game was just me and like 3 others.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back to F4 last season when we had sort of 6 people turning up, but we still had some great races on sort of Austria and Britain. So.
Oh yeah, that was when the Saturday League was really struggling.
Yeah. Now it's not like we have too many people. We need like an F8 or something.
Okay, on to a live thing. I'm still in Okay, my live stream's buffering a little bit. Hope that's not an issue. It's just my internet. Yeah, it's fine. Looks like we're gearing up for a start potentially.
Already up.
Yeah, this is the first league that's doing Abu Dhabi, isn't it? Well, that and F2 tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, F2 lost to it. Although F1's still technically a week behind. We haven't been voting yet.
Yep, so Britain's at the end.
Just wait at the end of the season.
Ah, yeah.
Obviously there's no title to play for anymore, the speed being's already wrapped that up.
I'm not sure about the constructors. I'll have a look at that. I don't know if there's anything to
I'm sure construction's a really good thing anymore because it was going to be like a Sauber versus Toro Rosso, but
yeah, that kind of went tits up. I'll have a look anyway, see if it's been updated at all by IO or removed. Let's have a look. And it's still there. It's still there. Torosso winning by a country mile. It's another one of those Torosso can still the constructors today if they outscore Red Bull by enough, which you'd assume they probably will, considering there's only one Red Bull.
Yeah. So.
So yeah, that's all over as well. So yeah. But there's still plenty of other championship battles. There's Jared and our Turner are separated by a point for second and third. There's Jammy Bear and Bennyville separated by 4 points in fourth and fifth. And there's also a battle between Single Cab, Philip, Jotma Baird, Iola and Artman. And Joe Fid and Sadio, to be honest with you, as far down as that, so still a couple of battles going on in the championship. Just not at the not in the first position.
Jared Bear and Bennyville have been really similar pace all year, really.
Got to be honest, I didn't even put weather into consideration there, with it being what track it is. I think we'd all be a bit shocked if someone did a rain dance for Abu Dhabi and it came up trumps.
You never know what this being anything could happen.
How often we tend to see the same sort of drivers out first on the track. Don't usually see Single Cab out first.
Yeah, he tends to wait a while.
Yeah, he's
Letting go early this time.
on the options, yeah. I wasn't aware until I did time trial the other day. I think you're aware of this as well, because I think I said it at the time, that Abu Dhabi used the options as the super softs around here. But
yeah, they do. It means that there's very high degradation on this track. It's very difficult to keep your tyres in good shape. And it also means that there's probably going to be a freestyle race as well.
got a lot of cars out on track now.
Yeah, Johnny Bell on T5 tyres, he quite likes the runs. Jared's out in the options.
Everyone's out in the options, apart from Jeremy Bear. So interested to see what Jeremy Bear does on those. I don't really know what the speed differential is. It's usually about a second.
Seems to be really good guy,
Single Cab is a one way ahead of everyone else on track. The others seem to be quite bunched up.
Well, we came out fair way ahead of everyone else in about 20 seconds. So.
Maybe he was hoping for more coverage, so he thought I'll go out first and they'll view me, and it's worked. Because I'd be a bit of a horrible person now if I didn't view him after saying that. So
Just about to start the lap now. We're around the final corner.
It's a very tentative start to the end to the outlap. See how he approaches turn one. Pretty well.
Kind of keep the flat out for you.
No, it lifted off a number of times there.
It's quite difficult to fall flat out through there because someone can just push you wide and throw you into the air if you're curving.
It's not a spectacular first sector from my recollection of what is a good first sector time.
We'll see how it compares to other people. Johnny Beck his first sector and he's 6 tenths down on the 5 lines. Our Turner goes slower than Single Cab as well, with the 18 and 7. Jared even goes slower.
Bennyville goes a little bit quicker. Only just there.
Single Cab's first sector is slightly more competitive than the night before.
Yeah, so I was completely wrong. That's a brilliant first sector. Having said that, the first sector is a very small proportion of a lap.
It's 2 corners. Let's see what Mill's sector is like.
It was 42.8, but he's made a bit of a scruffy start to the final sector. That was a nice turn in there.
Beating his Mill sector by 1,000 of a second.
Small margins. Oh, Single Cab had a bit of an oversteer moment there as he comes towards the penultimate corner. Not troubling the apexes at all here, but it looks like a decent lap. Let's see what he does across the line. It's a 43.2.
We'll see what the others do.
Who's next to finish the lap?
Johnny Bear's going around the final corner now.
I think Johnny Bear's going to beat it. Yeah.
2.7.
I thought so, and I watched it. I just watched Jared across the line. I can find him.
41.4.
Wow, 41.4. He goes cookies by 1.2 seconds. Bennyville goes second, just 7/10 off. That's a pretty decent lap. As I expected when I was on board with single cab, that last sector was very tentative and a bit too tentative.
It's a very difficult sector in this track, and we're also not a big fan of it myself.
Hamilton and Phillip are in the last sector. Both in the water. Phillips made a massive error on his first lap.
I'm not sure what you're doing. He's just sitting on the fire tyres in the middle of the track.
Wow. Just
And
chilling.
started again.
So Phillips gone to pits after a very messy lap. Hamilton's about to complete his lap. Oh no, that was a big oversteer moment.
I've got Speed Queen's going quicker than Jarrett here. She's 3/10 in this middle sector and 1/10 in the first.
It's nothing. Speed Queen's on a very good lap. I'll switch to her now.
She's going on the final section now.
Is it going to be once again incredibly close between those two at the front? She comes across the line and she goes quickest by a quarter of a second.
Yep. She lost a couple of tenths in the last sector, but the middle and first was enough. Give her a provisional pole.
So Jared's got a bit of time to find John Baird. I think that was John Baird has just popped into P6. Hamilton on his debut is currently down in last place, but not too far off the next couple of cars.
Yeah, he's done no practice, he's got no setup. He joined very last minute, so...
Yeah, it's literally could be a getting to know the track session for him. No, you mentioned tyre degradation and no one is going out for a second flying lap.
Yeah, you don't want to run in tyres, really don't want to run, especially the option tyres,
So Joe Finn has decided to finish his chill and go and do a lap.
He's had a breather.
Yeah, he's all... I'm expecting greatness now.
Yeah, let's see what you can do here.
19 flat, that's a little bit off. Although he's on a prime tyre.
Phillips out on the track now. He was out earlier, but he didn't set a lap.
Right, 8 of the 10 cars have set a lap time. Yeah, I kind of forgot that there was only 10. And Philip would have set a lap time if it wasn't for the mistakes. Joe Finn.
A bit better for a second than he was in previous. Portland's quicker than his previous one.
Joe Finn's middle sector looking like it's 43.4. It's not the worst. It's not the best. Yes,
by about half a second or so.
It's a decent lap out by John Baird.
Yep.
Shown a lot of promise, but at times has failed to deliver on that in the races.
Yeah, he's had some bad luck as well in the races. Then Holden going far quicker on this lap than he was in his others, doing 42.28 in those actually. He's a relatively competitive, I'd say. Probably going to put him around the midfield at the moment, it looks.
Joe Finn looks like he's struggled to get practice in as well, and he does a 1:45.5 to go 9th. The last sector was not particularly competitive.
No, always the most difficult sector on the track quite easily.
Can make or break your lap.
Set away 1:43.4, which moves him up ahead of Arsene in the 7th position.
Yeah, I'm just looking at our Turner's lap. I mean, I don't know what tyres he was on. He's on the options now, so we'll hopefully be able to go a little quicker. So
he just made a few mistakes. Yeah, he lost 6/10 in the middle sector, which be down a little bit of engine.
well, I'm currently watching Philip, who's just coming into the middle sector now. I think he's the furthest into a hot lap. they're coming down. We're down the first of 2 long straights. Not really much to do here. Although the track sort of, if you go too wide down the opening bit of the straight, it kind of cuts itself off towards the end of the straight, which is a little strange.
Jared just set a purple first second in 18.2.
So he's looking to get pole position back from Speed Queen. Philip's middle sector time is a 10th off Jared's, so it's looking very competitive. Could get into 3rd place potentially with a good last sector.
Not slow. I mean, this first sector was a little off. Let's see what we can do here in the final sector. Big lock off there.
Look pretty good. Riding the curb.
Open corner, not final corner. You know, we can get the power. Moving back in ever so slightly.
He goes 4th.
4th position.
It's not overly close to Bennyville. To be fair, that last sector looked really good. He was riding the curves, but there was no great big signs of understeer. Oh, not understeer, oversteer, sorry. So let's see what Jared is about to do. His middle sector was a slight improvement on his best, but it was still a little off Speed Queen's.
He could have to do a fantastic last sector and won't be getting anything else to do.
Does he go quickest? He does!
He does.
By 2,000ths of a second.
Oh, that is close. We were close last week. We're closer still here. It's nothing to separate them.
It's... And Jammy Bear's just gone only 1/4 of a second off the 2 Toro Rossos. They've gone into 3rd. So that's a very decent lap. Jammy Bear might be looking to spoil the Toro Rosso party up front.
Perhaps he's done it before.
So who is out on a lap? Our Turner is, and I'll follow him round because he's got to want to improve on that current 9th place.
Well, he is looking to improve on it. He was 6/10 up in the middle sector and 10th up in the 1st.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be behind someone who's not had a chance to get set up or practice.
Yeah.
Considering he was at one point the only one who could stop Speed Queen from winning the title. Here he comes across the line. He goes 6th.
6th position.
It's not bad, just a Jock McBaird.
But it looks like Jared's going to be able to consolidate 2nd position in the championship.
Unless something goes off at the front, or if last week's anything to go by, you know, it was hard but very fair racing at the front between the 2 Tauruses.
Spectacular racing at the front. Last 6 laps. Nothing between them at all.
So there is currently no one on track on a lap. There's a couple of people on out laps.
Just wondering, will Speed Queen go out again?
Well, do you think it's worth it? I mean, you'd imagine, even if you think you've got the perfect lap in, you'd probably think to yourself, I could probably squeeze out another 3,000ths of a second.
Yeah.
So...
But what's 3,000 really? Breaking just that little bit later.
Hitting the apex just that little bit sweeter, that's all it takes. So Bennyville's starting a lap, currently in P4. I don't know if he could challenge the top 3. There's a bit of a gap, but you never know.
Possible, let's just see what his first sector is like.
It's like his middle sector is where he needs to gain a time. That's a very good first sector.
That's a purple first sector.
So it's just the middle sector really where Bennyville needs to find the time.
Very smooth with the hairpin there.
God, that hairpin just makes the cars look like they're almost stopping.
Yeah, I hate that corner so much.
It's not a nice corner at all. Yeah, it is a purple first sector, like over a 10. So his middle sector last time was a 43 dead. If he can improve that by half a second, he could be in line to get very, very close. 42.7. It's improved by a couple of tenths, so it could get close. Well, I mean, the last sector is room for improvement now as well, so.
Let's see what we can do.
So it's going towards this heavy braking zone. This is crucial. Look pretty good on turning.
Not what got through there. It's going towards the final performance.
Look pretty good. Let's see, Bennyville, does he improve in position? He does not. He improves in time, and he wasn't too far away. He was only a couple of attempts off Jammy Bear.
Speak me that one try.
I wish my engineer would stop talking to me because I'm not racing.
Everyone's out on track, looking to get extra few tenths.
And here's something, there could be a bit of mind games going on here. Jared and Speedqueen are right next to each other, and is Speedqueen letting Jared through on the outlap?
Looks like he is. She is rather.
So yeah, so is Speedqueen looking to get a tow, or just does she not like the fact that there was a very mind games going on there? I remember a few times last year the Mercedes on outlaps would play mind games. Yeah, there's plenty of time to get round, so there's no trouble of not making a checkered flag.
Back to Spa last week when rules were reversed, Jared was trying to get that extra. Well, no, Jared was still in the lead and Speaking was the car ahead though.
I think this is an improvement in time. I might be wrong, but single cab's gone 5th.
Yeah, it's an improvement. You're seeing first sector 17.9, which is over the first sector and better than.
Absolutely, so that's not a bad lap from single cab.
Well, I think we'd be happy with that.
I get the feeling Philip's going to want to improve his first sector, and he has done by 3 tenths. So he'll want to get back to a 5th spot if he can. Hamilton could potentially improve.
And a big lock up early on the lap.
He doesn't improve. By a tenth he was off his previous best.
Yeah, it was just that one little mistake and could have improved potentially. But in
terms of first sectors, Jared and Speedqueen both did 18.3s, which I don't believe are personal best. It might be for Jared, I think, but I'm going to watch Speedqueen round, see where she can find and lose time. Damn checkered flag.
yeah, a bit frustrating, but I can't see the change quite as easily. Speaking about the finish the second sector, which are manage. You'd see a 42.3, which was a 10th down on the previous. So it's all defined in this last sector, which is slower than Jared.
Yeah, I'd say that's where she could potentially find time, because she's been a bit slower than Jared here.
She was quicker than the other 2 sectors, which was a fair way down here.
Well, Jared lowered a benchmark. He's about to come across the come around the final corner.
And so is Speedqueen.
So Speedqueen then, can she take pole off Jared? The answer is yes.
Jared improved by 2 tenths.
Speedqueen has done it. A 140.7.
It's fantastic lap time for Speedqueen.
Well, must have found it all in the last sector then.
Yep, must have been that. Half a second quicker than Jared.
Well, that's just a that's a reminder to Jared. I'm a champion, and don't you forget it. And that's a glare down a gauntlet, all right.
Yeah, definitely. That is just a challenge to Jared. Come on, try and beat that.
Oh God, I'm just no. I'm gonna have to wait for everyone to finish now because I've clicked on the thing and that won't let me go back without exiting out of session.
Well, nobody else is on the lap, so.
There we go. So Philip, I was about to say Philip did improve and go back up to 5th place, ahead of single cab, so he'll be happy with that. And well, Jared might be a little bit shocked about that.
Yeah. I think you probably had it, because speaking of having improved, I mean, any sector before that, we should just pulled out the bag for that last sector. And Jared would have been quicker all through the session in there, but she managed to pull it off somehow.
And Geofin's lap time a little bit worrying for him.
Yeah, he was on fine tyres. He's probably going for a little bit more.
Yeah, probably would have been looking to be in the 44s, low 44s.
No change in the first corner.
Yep, and receding so often in races that it can do and often does. It's a fairly short run down to turn 1 here, so we might not catch everything, although we don't often catch everything anyway, even when it's a long run, so...
We'll try our best to do.
Yep, round 12 of round Abu Dhabi. There's a couple of rounds to go after this, but the title is already decided. And it's just now a case of pride for some of these drivers. Some of these drivers still chasing the first win of the season. I'd say quite a few of them still chasing the first win of the season.
Alan is in his first race in the season, in fact, so...
Yeah, just win on his debut, why not?
Looking at the strategy, and see the 3-stop, or is asking you to push your options a fair way. Effectively seeing the option can do the same laps as defined, which we won't quite agree with.
Yeah, it's looking like it could go for a 3-stop and go for more option stints, or like really stretch out some prime stints and do a 2-stopper.
I think 2-stop might be difficult around here, but I said that last week around Spa, but speak being married. So.
Yeah, not one to back against her managing it, because we all know what she's like on her tyres. And 5 lights, and we're racing. I'm following Jared, has had a bad start. Jammy Bear's gone up to P2. Oh no, there's been a collision! No, it's all gone wrong!
Round, and there's also a William round.
A Jammy Bear was round. I'm off a track for some reason.
I think it was Philip who was also caught in 9, so he's down to 8th place.
Yeah.
Jammy just behind you.
So Jammy Bear, Philip, and well, it's almost like the real life race yesterday. Collision goes on behind, and the leader just says thank you and goodbye. And Benny.
He was up to 6th position already.
Bennyville and Single Cab going alongside each other, coming down towards the hairpin. This is for P2. Bennyville goes up the inside and keeps a position. And this is going to allow our Turner to have a go at them. Well, this is when the Red Bull's lack of power is going to come into effect.
Yeah, look at the Mercedes straight line speed here. Have a look at the inside.
This is going to be close. And Single Cab keeps the position.
As well. Just looking to capitalise on any potential options. And then right at the back you've got
Jared's all back at Hamilton. P7.
Just behind him.
Jared's gone for it. Oh! That move could have gone wrong. And I think Hamilton, in his trying to get out of the way sort of thing, has handed the position to Philip. And has got it back though, because Philip's gone off the track.
Philip ran wide, and the partners allowed Johnny Bear to catch up and move their way off.
Now, I was on board with Jared for the first corner, and it just looked like he sort of understeered into Jammy Bear.
Yeah, happened in the first corner, you've got a lot of fuel, and you're quite used to that much. And it looks like speaking, he's running away with it now, walking a second gap already.
Right, changing name to Rosberg Queen.
Yep, and they're all queuing up behind Jockey's bed here.
Oh yeah, it's really got spread out now. Well, our Turner's dropped down to P6, I don't know if anything went off there. Because Jockey Bed and our Turner both dropped off massively, and Jared could be up to P4 very soon.
Just going to have a look inside here.
Late braking manoeuvre. John Baird isn't going to give this up.
Doesn't have to. But Jower gets a much better exit. He's probably a bit better to able to see his engine better straight line speed.
I mean, our Turner's like, I want a piece of this, so this could go horribly wrong. I see him break into the corner. Single cab. John Baird's not giving it up. But in the end, I think he has to.
And our Turner gets through and Jock Baird as well. Side by side.
Yeah.
Our Turner almost Jock Baird off the track in fact. And gets through to 5th place.
So yeah, Jock trying to keep one position, ends up losing 2 because of it. Oh, and he's gone.
Who's gone?
John Baird's gone. I was literally on board with him, which was perfect in a way because I got to see what happened. Jeremy Baird's suddenly going slowly, and John Baird's gone back past him. The 2 Williams is very close there. It didn't look like he touched our Turner. It looked like he just went too aggressively on the curve, tried to pick the throttle up, and just lost the rear end.
When the wall, look, he didn't lose any of his front wing.
No, he still got stopped just before the wall, which was a bit lucky, could say. But
Phillips not having a good race.
No.
A long way back again.
So Speed Queen now is 2.5 seconds in front of Bennyville, with single cab
on the podium position at the moment.
Yeah, although Jared's going to have something to say about that.
Hamilton in 6th position, and there's a 3-way battle behind them. 2 have been Chuck Bear and Johnny Bear.
Follow this down the straight.
Just been DRS for the first time this race. Just flies past the out from the outside.
Wow.
Not sure what to do about that. Very late braking into the chicane.
And John Baird himself was very wide, and I think that's Jeremy. Is that Jeremy Bear coming into play? It is. Are they going 3 abreast here? This could go wrong. This could go wrong. I don't want to know what's going to happen here. Oh, and the 2 Williamses collide, and Jeremy Bear completely backs out of it.
So they managed to keep the positions there. Two up in down to 8th position, and Johnny Bear still in 9th, and able to get past his teammate who's on the prime tyres, remember?
So then we're just looking further up here. Jared is trying to close in on single cab.
That's now 2.4 between the
And Jared is absolutely flying. He's closing in on the leader. I guess when you've got cars to look at in front of you, it spurs you on.
trying his best, trying to make this very exciting news. You can learn about the single cab very soon. Potentially could get the LS or measure a protection point as well.
It's good to see single cab on the podium. All our Turner's left. So if there was any actual doubt, if it wasn't was mathematical about the Torso winning constructors, that's ended.
Phillips into the pits, having to change his front wing.
Oh dear, this just
Really not having a good race.
it's just not been his day today.
And Jared's up flying about the single cab now.
So our Turner left, I mean, it's just very unfortunate for him. Bennyville stabilised the gap between him and Speed Queen. In fact, has closed it down by 4/10 in the middle sector.
Really?
So down to 2.2 seconds.
The single cab just lost the back inside wing. Jared wasn't quite good at track-wise.
Yeah, this is definitely the closest battle on track, I think, at the moment. For P3, single cab, probably not used to seeing a raging Torosso behind him.
Johnny Bear's finally got past his team.
A race that had so much promise for Jeremy Bear that it's not really gone to plan.
All over the back of single cab.
Got things. Single cab's gone defensive, which probably wasn't.
Quite difficult overtaking in the first corner, really. So.
Yeah, I say it probably didn't really need to go defensive.
I expect for Jared is going to be down the DLS straight though, so he's got that slower Renault engine.
He's trying to get a good run. Now he's got to try and get a good run out of the hairpin. He's gone for a very wide entry. It should give me it should give me the good exit. It's not giving the best exit. Go on board with him here. He's got DRS, so when he's starting to close, pulls alongside and makes the move stick, I think, into and up in.
I'm really well off DRS for the second straight one. But I think it's slightly too far back to make any sort of move, not closing in anywhere near it.
And I just heard from well, the paddock, shall we say, although it's technically chat in my my stream, that our turner lost internet. It cut out for some reason. So that brought an end to his race early on.
He's still running in the points. So.
Well, if you're running in this race, you're running in the points, I guess, because there's only 10 people, but well, there was.
That was true. Hamilton has been able to hit my track and fair further down the field, and Johnny Bear's closing in the back of him. Big offer by Hamilton there.
He'll just be happy to finish and get some points, I think.
Yep. Johnny Bear's actually on the outside here.
Hey, you can certainly give him the room. Oh, that's because Hamilton is pitting.
Yeah.
And nearly lost it into the pits.
The Johnny Bear hit the back of Hamilton.
Ah, that's why Hamilton nearly lost it in the pits.
Yeah. That's one of the earliest pit stops, I think. I don't think there's anyone else.
And Johnny Bear's gone for primes, Hamilton has gone for options, and has lost the position.
Really?
So Johnny Bear's leapfrogged Hamilton in the pit stops, so good work there by the Williams pit crew.
Phillips still giving it a go down in ninth position.
Bennyville, the gap between Bennyville and Speed Queens is 3 seconds, so it's gone up a little bit again, but Bennyville not exactly being cut massively adrift. And I get the feeling that Bennyville will make it a lot more difficult for Jared and maybe single cab did.
Yeah, perhaps. Jared's actually closed in on speaking or 4.5 seconds, it was 6.9 when we were passing it. And Bennyville's just closed in by 4 tenths, now 2.6 seconds.
Well, bad news is for Philip, he, after everyone pitted, and obviously he's already made one stop, Philip is still way behind at the back, so
yep.
It's just not been a good day for him.
Bennyville's in pits, battling for the undercut on Speed Queen side do go off and could be quite successful. We've got the 5 tyres for the second stop.
Jared's started to lose time for Speed Queen. I don't know if he made a mistake or his tyres are starting to give way. See around the first sector, I guess. Yeah, he's lost more time to.
7.4 seconds, and Speed Queen's famously better on his tyres than Jared is throughout the season.
So Jotton Bear's now up to 3rd, he hasn't pitted. Duofin obviously started on the primes, so he hasn't pitted, he's 4th. Bennyville's now come out of the pits and is just behind Duofin. And is on the primes. Single. So only Hamilton, who's pitted so far, has gone back out on options.
Yeah, going for a bit more of an aggressive strategy.
Yeah, only trouble for him is that he can't get past Jammy Bear, which he probably needs to do. What's the gap now? Yeah, Jared's still been dropped on 3 temps in that sector, so I expect to see. The thing is, if I'm wondering if Speed Queen does stop and Jared follows her in, will the pit crew be able to react in time for a second stop?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't think they will actually. It doesn't matter if Speed Queen carry on for another lap.
I assume Jared won't carry on for another lap.
No, he doesn't.
No. That was about to be interesting. I mean, that would have made Jared even less happy. What's Jared going to go for? This will be interesting to see. I'm fancying it'll be another set of options.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I was wrong. So yeah, Jared comes out of the pits now, so let's see where Bennyville and Single Cab are in relation to him. Single Cab's going to be behind. Bennyville, I'm going to follow Bennyville because that pit lane doesn't really help him. Bennyville's going to be ahead of Jared again.
Yeah.
But not by much.
No, he's been held up by Duo in the fair bit.
Oh, this has really not helped Bennyville out. I think he was behind Joffin when he pitted, so I don't think he's been able to get past this whole time. And now Jared's going to have a look at both of them.
Can he make up 2 positions? Being effectively second place.
I don't think this is what Joffin was envisioning. Oh my goodness me, they're 3 abreast. Bennyville's broken late. They're going to meet in the middle. Oh, it's too close. How have they got away with that?
Bennyville just squeezing Jared out on the inside there, and he maintained 3rd position. Both of them managed to get past Duo in.
Oh, that was a very late. That was a very late move, and it's made it all the way around the outside. What a fantastic move!
Jared's very late on the break to the field in the match again.
And well, Duofin has probably cost Bennyville a chance at maybe splitting the Toro Rossos, but there's still a long way to go. Speed Queen, I imagine, has just entered the pits, and in fact I'm absolutely correct this time. I imagine Speed Queen's going to go for primes, so watch her go for options. Nope, she does go for primes. And she should be comfortably out in the lead.
Jared's second place now, and Dr. Bear can move his first pit stop. Queen does now comfortably ahead of Jared. You can see what the gap is in just this moment, at the end of the first sector.
I think it's come down a little bit.
Eventually you have a look. That's still not correct.
That's not 24 seconds. That was wrong. Speed Queen gained tons on her outlap with a truly unbelievable lap. Bennyville's now.
We'll see it some point later, I think.
John Bed's rejoined behind Hamilton in P8. And we'll have to overtake the Lotus, which is on the better tyres.
Yeah, on the better tyres, but better tyres will be wearing out quite quickly, you'd imagine.
Right, now I'm going to check the Speed Queen Jared gap, and hopefully this time it'll be right.
6.3, that seems more likely.
Yeah, so that's it has lowered a little bit, about just over a second, which is understandable really.
Yep, 6.3 seconds.
But can Jared close that down?
He's going to have to do it quite quickly because toward the end of this, Jared's definitely not as quick. Speaking's certainly easy on the tyres.
See, they're really pushing through the last sector. He's certainly not giving this up. It's looking like a great lap from Jared. It could be the new fastest lap. Or not. Oh, it is. That was a very late appearance on the top of the screen.
It was a new fastest lap and they're only gaining a few hundredths of a second.
Yeah, so Bennyville's not dropped off completely. Single Cab has dropped off quite a bit of time, and Duofin is still not pitted yet, so I think he's definitely looking at a 2-stopper.
Yeah, 10 laps in a row on tyres. They can't be very fun. He's still in the 4th place.
No, Single Cab's still not quite on his tail, which is a little bit surprising. Just looking through the field. Jared's now closed the gap to 5.4. So
Speaking made a bit of a mistake, or
yeah, and look at that.
he's just pushing as hard as possible.
Yeah, it does seem a little bit too much to close in though, even if he was pushing as hard as possible. Yeah, the gap in this middle sector stabilised. I think Speed Queen made a mistake in the first sector. Yeah, he would have gained that 9/10 in the first sector, so wow, I don't know, maybe ran wide at one of the corners, I don't know.
Simply got caught up on the curb and threw you around a bit.
Just trying to look on track for a battle. Not.
Expecting Hamilton to pull in on Giant Bears at all. Yeah.
No, which means Giant Bears in a good position in that little battle.
That was just lost 4 10 speaking in the final sector.
So yeah, Speakwin making that last sector count for her. Seemed to find the right line in qualifying on the last lap.
Giant Bears closing on the back of Hamilton looks like. .7 seconds between the two of them.
Yeah, Jottlebed on much fresher tyres and more durable tyres, so be
and Duofin is still half fitted, is getting caught up by single cab, who's going to have DRS to look like down the straight.
Should be an easy pass. Duofin's not going to be able to do much on those dead tyres.
No, we'll see. And he doesn't have DRS to look like.
Oh, but he's still going to go for the inside line.
He locks up a bit.
Oh no, they got caught together.
Fair bit of contact there, and I think respectively single cab.
I think the thing was they both slowed down so much because they got caught within each other, and if they'd kept accelerating, they'd have both spun out potentially.
And Jovan realises that signs are completely gone by this point, so really holding single cab up anymore wasn't the signs are open.
Exactly. I mean, you know, there's always one saying, you know, races, you know, we should always race no matter what the situation is, but sometimes you don't want to affect your own race as well as theirs.
That's now 5.3 between Jared and Speed.
It's not exactly consistent, this gap. It seems to just waver. Noticed that in qualifying though, there was like the sector times are often very different.
Yeah, it was a bit unusual. Philip's still going, I don't even know, about 11 seconds behind the next car. Jordan's fine, I came into the pits and he's got the option time.
Yeah, I'm wondering, will Philip come out anywhere near Duofin? No, because Philip's pitting as well. Yeah, I reckon he's going to do 2 option stints now. He's not nothing to lose, has he?
No.
Apart from his car in a wall and no points, but I mean...
Disregarding that, and Jared's 4.8 seconds now behind.
So Jared may be starting to mount with a charge. I just watched him there through that sequence of corners there. He sort of looks like he's attacking.
Yeah, sliding all over the place. Certainly exciting to watch.
Yeah, it's like Jenson Button versus Lewis Hamilton. Sorry, Jared, if you're not a Lewis Hamilton fan. But you're definitely not Jenson Button.
Not things you've been driving such as this. That's where we got now.
What's the gap? 5.1. It's gone back up. So yeah, because he's a little edge in that last sector now. I don't know. Maybe she found a good better line through one of the corners in the last lap of qualifying. She's sticking with it. Jeremy Bear, thanks to that issue for single cab, is starting to close the gap in a little bit for P4. John Bed's past Hamilton, who is just going to the pits.
Tyres just coming on now. It's another set of option tyres.
Yeah, could potentially again run options to the end here.
But he has been on the front here, so.
Oh, wow. Never seen that before.
And there's 15 laps to go. I doubt we putting those options that long.
Did you continue to watch Hamilton on the exit of the pits?
No.
He's spanning the little tunnel area and he just coming out of the pits.
Wow.
Not a full spin, so he didn't lose an awful lot of time, but I've just never seen that before.
No, it's...
You can imagine if it happened in real life, that'd be a bit of an issue because that would block the whole pit lane.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, left like the whole pit lane, isn't it?
Well, see, they came up with this idea like, ooh, this pit exit, this will be really fun, exciting, and you won't see the cars until they come up on the track, and I don't think it's that great.
Well, no, if a car is like sideways in there, then they'd have to close the pit lane. But any car that was already in the pit lane would be stuck. So they might have to red flag the race in order to do it.
Yeah. Over to you, Rio Haryanto, this year.
Now 4 seconds between Jared and Speaking.
Our gap should start increasing in theory because this should start to come up to a time where the tyres start to go past their best, as it were.
Every car seems to be very spaced out.
Jeremy Bear's definitely closing on single cab.
Phillips now 6 seconds behind Hamilton.
Yeah, Joe Finn rejoined in 7th, so not too bad. Could come back into play later on, Joe Finn, with a different strategy.
The gap still was 4 seconds between Jared and Speaking.
I'm going to watch Speaking around the last sector, see what line she's taking.
Phillips got a 3-second penalty, by the way.
For a reason.
Corner it was a little warning, but he still got a 3-second penalty.
Ah. So, not one there that can be argued. Unlike an overtaken DL flags one. And Jared's lost a couple of tenths now to Speed Queen up front. Bennyville not getting overly dropped, I say still, but not really, again, not really posing a huge threat to the front two, who just in race trim look like they're far ahead of everyone else. And Jeremy Bear did look like it was closing on single cab, but it doesn't look like it anymore, and Jeremy Bear in fact is going into the pits. Massive lock-up as he comes into the pits. I mean, if you're saying goodbye to the tyres, you might as well go full pelt into the pit lane. So, you know, might as well use the last bit of the tyres because you're not going to need to use them again. And he goes onto the options. Yeah. He can really blast it on the options now. So Hamilton there goes wide, and you can see Philip getting closer. Not had a good day today, Philip. Jared again has closed the gap to 4 seconds. Bennyville having a big moment on the curb. It's not what you want. Single cab. John Baird there, Joe Finn there. See if anyone who can't have pits in a bit of traffic, but that there would appear not. I'm going to actually follow Jared because I've got a sneaking suspicion he might be due a pit stop very soon. And let's see, does he come into the pits? No, he carries on for now, so yes, this race isn't over just yet.
No, it's not. My microphone mute for about half an hour there. Inadvertently.
Did you accidentally do it?
Yeah. Anyway, Phillips coming up to the back of Hamilton, looks like. You can have a look. Oh, far back. We'll down the inside there.
If during a quiet moment, we will chat about Hulk's conversation with himself. Jared has closed the gap down to 3.6 seconds now. So
it's good to have a race with no hand going in the finals into here.
Well, that's potentially what I'm wondering, because I mean, could Jared surely have to make 2 more stops?
Well, the last one will be an option you did expect.
Because I don't think another stint on the primes would take him to the end. I just don't think. Well, I just don't think. Maybe Speed Queen can manage one more stop. But
it depends when the actor coming in the pits. I mean, so dual thing can do 11 laps in the prime.
oh yeah, that's a good point. It will be a very big push, but it can be done. As Jared runs wide. Not too bad though. Speed Queen is carrying on, and Jared is carrying on. So yeah, looks like they are just going for one more stop. Jared, I think the tyre wear's kicked in now, because I mean Jared pitted one lap earlier and he's just lost 6.5 tenths in the last sector to Speed Queen.
Yeah, and he's going to have to do another undercut, it looks like.
And round turn 1, his car, and turn 2, his car looks like an absolute pig.
Yeah, he's going to have to go into the pits, I think.
Not going to enjoy that last sector this lap.
You did lap 6 or lap 7.
We got a little battle here. Single cab and Bennyville. Single cab's on obviously old tyres, Bennyville's on fresh tyres. Bennyville's going to go down the inside at not what you'd consider a normal overtaking spot. And yeah, he backed out of it. But then he's got, wow, that was well thought out.
Yep, just flying single cab right. The single cab very wide, going from turn 3, and Bennyville's still flying to the inside.
So yeah, Bennyville back up to P3 after his pit stop. I think he's going to be going for 2 very quick option stints. This one and then another one. How much time has Jared lost now? He's lost another couple of attempts in the middle sector. I'm going to watch him around this last sector because I reckon it's going to be quite a lot of fun. He breaks down for the corner. That's looking okay.
It's 5 minutes Jared going to the pits at the end of this lap.
Yeah.
Going time since the end.
And he is pitting.
Yeah, what he's doing.
Well, that's the thing. He managed 10 laps on this set, and looked like he was really at kind of the end of a life. Is he going to be able to do 11 on this set?
I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
He's going for it. That would suggest he's going for it because he's gone on to the primes. So yeah, we're interested to see how he does in the last lap or 2.
He's going to get another undercut from the Speed Queen.
I guess the thing he's probably thinking now is the worst he'll do is second.
That's true.
Now, I got the impression on the prime tyres, especially Speed Queen's going to be pitting a lap or 2 later. I got the impression that Speed Queen isn't quite as good on the primes as she was on the options.
Hopefully not. Hamilton and Philip are very close now. I mean, very, very close.
Where Jammy Bear is, because he is absolutely flying. He's coming to Jotman Bear, who I think is yet to stop. So that'll be battle for P4. I assume single cab was then pitted then. And he's dropped down to P7 after he stopped behind Duofin. And here comes Hamilton trying to get past single cab, who, well, I don't, like, yeah, why is single cab so far down? That's a bit odd.
Mistake, perhaps.
Yeah.
The way Hamilton's going to look at the inside.
And he's going to have to lose another position, so something's gone on for single cab. And that's down the inside, and Philip will look to take advantage of this if anything goes wrong. We'll actually get a very good run here. Whoa, I thought Philip was going to swerve into it then. For down glyceride out then.
On the outside here, so it's very late though.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times single cab, been able to brake very, very late and keep position.
Another lap, it looks like.
Just thinking, I mean, if she takes the tyres another lap, she might be able to go on the options.
Yeah, but how much of an undercut will Joey be able to get them? We will pass.
Maybe Speed Queen's looking to provide some entertainment.
Maybe have a repeat of Spa.
Yep. Two very different tracks, but it could be one very similar battle.
Simcab looking to get past Hamilton and does so with a repeat of a move that Jagger there did, didn't he? Early on in the race. Looking at the inside of turn 3.
Yeah, you see people overtaking you in a certain way, you take tips from it, you know, try it yourself. And he's pulled it off, so he's back up to P7. I don't really know what Philip's pit stop schedule is because he's completely out of sync with everyone else.
I'm not entirely sure. I know Hamilton has to go on the primes, but Philip can do the options if he wants to. It's a big Queen's definitely, I think, looking to do an option scene at the end.
I think there's Hamilton's going to come back at single cab here. Down the second DRS straight. They're side by side. Single cab we know can brake very late and holds a position. I don't know if he ran a bit wide there though. Couldn't quite tell, but once again braking very late when Hamilton was on the inside and ahead, so just shows how late he did brake.
We battle for the final position in this.
I've just checked something. I'm not quite sure how accurate this is, but in one sector, and this is the first sector I'm talking about, Jared gained 2 seconds on Speed Queen.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
So, Speed Queen must just be trying to provide us with an entertaining finale, because there's no reason why she would need to stay out this long, because she's going to lose the lead now.
I would like to do this though.
How much the gap gone down in the middle sector? Only by 3 tenths. Oh. It must have been really... She made a few mistakes in sector 1 then, because it's not the first time that's happened.
Yeah. Maybe she ran wide at turn 3 again. Or maybe it's just a little bit of a glitch in the system, and she's actually lost more time in sector 3 rather than short. I don't know.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. I apologise for my language. I've just gone on Race Director, I've clicked on it, and now I'm stuck.
Well, that's entertaining for you, I suppose.
What's that? I can either now back out the lobby or back out the game.
Backing out the lobby would probably be best, and then just rejoining.
Yeah. The only issue is I can't back out the lobby because I literally cannot press anything.
Oh, well then you're going to have to back out the game.
Yeah, I don't really want to be stuck watching Duofin for the rest of the race, no disrespect to him.
Yeah, I'd just like to point out Speed Queen came into the pits on the fucking tyres and she's come out behind Jarrell.